while I'm waiting for the face to dry, I'm going to work a little more on the background. I have some transparent mixing white, and I'm going to add a little bit of that all around in the background. I like the way it softens everything up. Makes it look misty and mysterious. And I think I kind of lost the blue I had there, so I'm going to add a tiny bit more blue. And I'm just going to take my brush and lay it down randomly. You can take a paper towel, blend it that way. You could use a baby wipe to blend it that way. I think the black around the eyes looks a little harsh, so I'm going to try to soften that up a little bit with some raw sienna. Yeah, maybe a little more. I really like this part right here. Let's work on the eyes a little bit. I want to lighten them up, so I'm going to take a little tiny bit of white, my raw sienna, and I'm going to lighten up the bottom and one side. The very top of his eye, the pupil, is in shadow, so I'm going to make that darker. It's okay to turn your work upside down to work on it. Sometimes that helps. It gives you a new perspective. I think the eyes are completely dry, so I'm going to take my gel pen and add a line in there, and then the white gel pen to put a little dot of light in the eyes, and that brings the whole thing to life. Ooh, I think he's really pretty. Another thing I do in almost every single painting that I do is sanding. This is a sanding block. You can get it from the Home Depot or maybe Walmart. And I'm going to lightly sand the background. It distresses it. It reveals some of the layers that are underneath. And after you sand it, you want to just wipe it off with a paper towel. Get that dust off. I especially like this area here. I think that's really pretty. I like him. I think he's really pretty. I do think I'm going to cover up a bit of that green on the nose. Just a little, most of it actually. Subdue it a little bit. There's a little bit more there. I think the gesso is dry, so I'm going to lightly sand that too, especially this area down here. When you sand, you can see the scratching that you did before come to the surface, and it gives it a really cool textural look. The painting has to be completely dry before you do this step. Otherwise, you're just going to make a mess. You take a very slightly damp paper towel. Wipe it off. And I think we're finished. I like him.